Stockholm University, I kind of expected it to be in the middle of buildings, the city, but I mean, Stockholm just isn't like that. There's so much green and open areas. I think that was surprising to me.
The winter is the worst.
Has it gotten easier for you though, having been here so long?
No,
No,
there's no
okay.
way to get used to it. It's the worst. I'm born and raised in more or less the same climate. So,
Yeah, okay.
it's not going to get better. So.
No.
I really appreciate the people. I left my laptop bag in the bus, so I was so frustrated because I have everything in the bag: my laptop, my documents, residence permit, my passports. And people were so very nice, to help me with the information of SL. Someone, in fact, looked at the board at the bus station to look for the SL number. We called. They asked me a lot of questions, but I never had the hope that I would see my bag. So immediately after the lecture, I rushed to the bus station. and it was like a surprise to me. I saw my bag that very day.
When you come here as an international student, you don't know anything, you don't know anyone, so everything is new. It's up to you to create your network from zero, more or less.
When I applied for my room, I just wanted to have my accommodation. Then I made my application, and I happened to share a room with someone from Ethiopia. So we happen to know each other, and that relationship, we are like brothers now. Yeah. So that's how we came to know each other. So, and also other international students, I came to know them through the scholarship that brought us here, the Swedish Institute Scholarship. We had a network, and in that network I actively participated in almost all our activities. And that also has helped to build relationship between me and other international students.
I have lived away from the US for 5 years before I moved here. So I feel like maybe I'm quite used to just talking to people. But I did find it difficult at times because I think the culture is a bit more reserved than the culture I come from. But at the same time, I now have a lot of Swedish friends that I met during the past 2 years, more than American friends actually. I feel like it's just a matter of preference for genuine connections and trust in a genuine connection that I've found, or interpreted at least. For example, in the student quarter I live in, a lot of people are Swedish and they're from this area, so they also just have their own set network or social group, which is also fine. I don't need to be friends with everyone. My program had a lot of group work, and there was group work at my old university, but at the same time, it was such a big school that the classes would have 100 people in it, for example, which made group work really difficult. But here, there was often group work during my courses, before the thesis course. And I feel like I really learned a lot from this. As frustrating as sometimes it could be, I feel like, especially with the subject I was studying, international and comparative education, a lot of us had really different ideas, and trying to work together, you also had to learn that your idea isn't necessarily the right idea.
I can see that the relations here are a bit normal and more human, I would say. It's not like the formal way we have to speak in Greece, for instance. And the teachers here are, the role of the teacher is instructive, I would say, and not like the teacher who will solve everything about your studies. It's you that will solve your problems and your concerns, and you will find your way to figure it out.
I like that it doesn't feel forced or centralized. It's just there's some, I don't know, different clubs that pops up on here's a soccer club and here is a yoga club and here is like language activity thing.
When it comes to sports activities. Here in Stockholm University we have the Frascati Sports Center, which is a huge sports area with multiple options for physical activity. Well, I would say the social community and the network. It plays a vital role in finding a job, but there are also some resources, and many resources I would say, like Arbetsförmedlingen, which one could be helped by. And yes, the network.
Really, I think just meeting people, asking people for informational interviews. For example, if you saw someone and you want their job, asking them to have a fika with you. It seems like this is really important. But before I got a job, first I had an internship at this company, and then they hired me. So it seems like this is also quite common here. Kind of trying you out as someone, as a worker at their company. And also, I think just having any kind of experience, internship or volunteering in Sweden might help in terms of networking and just with your familiarity with the work culture here.
Well, I speak Swedish, but I didn't when I moved here, not a single word. So I started learning Swedish here. There was a course at the Stockholm University and a lot of different courses in different places in the city.
Do you feel like people need it here?
Yeah, it's sort of make things easier, I guess. Especially on the job market, But other than that, I don't know. I know people who's lived here for 10 years. They don't speak Swedish and doing great.
Well, I couldn't afford when I moved here, but then I came to the realization that I have to learn Swedish. I wouldn't say that it's a must because Swedish society is susceptible to English and the Swedish people here are highly educated in English, but it's something that would make the things easier.
Little things that you can get by without Swedish, for example, going to the doctors or things like this, I think it just makes life so much easier just knowing very basic language or being able to tell someone general information about yourself. I think that's helpful. Maybe not necessary, but very helpful. Yeah.